Howdy doody. It's Tuesday. Now you may speak. And Dad can't figure out the technology.
Is it working?
No, it's not. Huh?
All right. Is it working? I'm worried about it clipping right now. It looks like it's clipping, but what StreamYard does is it keeps it from clipping. So I'm good with that because it doesn't look like it's clipping there. Oh, really? It's close, but I just got to calm down. All right. So Tuesday it is. Tech Tuesday.
Something like that. We're gonna take a look at technology anyway.
It is Tech Tuesday.
All right.
You got now?
Yep. I've got it out of my system now. What am I doing here? Fly far and wide.
If you don't know what you're doing here, don't ask us. We're just as lost as you are.
What are you doing here? Hopefully you're here to have a little bit of fun.
How are you doing?
Yeah, and having a little not even mid, early week break, and talking about interesting stuff that's going on, which there is.
I've got all the power. It's Tuesday.
I have no power.
Was there any doubt in your mind? So, quick question. How did you all like this new intro that we put together there? While I wait for y'all to reply, we'll say hi to everybody.
I think it's one of the greatest intros I've ever heard.
Oh, good God. Remind me to figure out a way to disable that thing. Anyhow, Ben
That's the great thing about it.
Florida Media, Brett Alston, Frank S.
I'm waiting for my
Doc's in the house.
In the house.
And Eat More Possum, Fly Far and White, and Woody Drones on. Hi, y'all.
All the important people are here. We are all here. And it couldn't be a better day. Little weather issues we're having, both of us.
I'm having major weather issues over here.
Little rain. I've got some clouds. I've had a lot of wind.
If I disappeared, that means the power went out or the internet went out again.
I was still able to get a flight in yesterday in between the windstorm and the rain showers we had. I actually, those are like the greatest times where you go and the air just stops and you can get that flight right in between. And then right after you're done, it just starts blowing and raining. And so dynamic weather.
Yeah. Now you fly around here today, you liable to get your quad zapped. We got thunderstorms in the area, big time. Tornado watch and all that good shit. So,
all right. Tornadoes.
Yeah, we got
Toto. It's a twister.
Not funny, brother. I dodged those things long enough while I lived up there. I lived in Kansas for 5 years. I had lightning hit within 15 feet of my house in one storm like 3 times. The closest one was the utility pole behind the house. I was about 1.5 feet away from the house.
You're the closest one too. You're the highest person, closest and nearest to the storm. That's why if you want to walk in a storm, you want to walk by Kai, because he's like a lightning rod, and you just got to.
I'll just grab you by the ear so it passes through me and hits you.
He'll just hold you over his head. Just hold him like this. technologically speaking, we've got a lot of interesting things that are going on.
Yeah, we got some new products coming out in case you guys haven't noticed it yet. And here's one of said products. That's not the one I wanted.
Multiple products. Ben T. We are catching some thunderstorms. But yes, it seems like I said, we're getting a little bit of that hot weather in, and everything starts to get a little bit crazy.
So
All right.
Share this to here. So, all right. First one in our new tech roundup. Right here.
Seems to be on the comeback, the popularity comeback. Probably throwing back on the guards to all the, onto the Cinewhoops. I was always trying to take all the training wheels off, but the federal government says, put those training wheels back on and you can fly over people all you want.
Yep. Guarded motors, 2.5 inch. And most interestingly is this thing in the middle.
Yeah.
This thing right here. GapRC did what Beta FPV did to the Insta360. GapRC got was GoPro and put a GoPro 8, naked GoPro 8 out. So, and just in case you're wondering, price tag at $379, I believe it was.
Yep. Same price as a GoPro 9. You want to go to Costco and pick one up?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Now you can definitely get a GoPro 8 full size. Obviously, as long as you're getting the same GoPro, I guess what they're saying is why don't you pay the full price, even though you don't have any of the housing, the waterproofness, you don't have the touch screen.
No, you got the front screen.
Right, which is nice. Plus you get GoPro footage quality. And there is a difference.
I have not seen anybody yet that had a review on these things. So we don't know as far as Wi-Fi and any of that capability goes.
My guess it's going to have its Wi-Fi. If I would look at the GoPro specs sheet, which I'm sure there somewhere. But what do they call it? The Pro Cinewhoop. Let's see, GoPro Cinelog.
Cinelog 25 HD.
And that's what people want. It says Cinelog. They use the log word because everybody wants log footage so they can color grade.
So D3 props on it. So it's 2.5 inch. High kV 1404 motors. 4,500 kV. Now, at least with this one, they give you the option for the Nebula Pro. Let's see how much is it. Nebula Pro, $330. Put a TBS Nano on there. We're at $369. Do we get the price down? What's the Nano? $349. Yeah. Don't buy the Nano unless you're only going to be filming inside. Don't do the Nano.
If we do the math, that's $600. That's $700. We're getting to
a little more than that.
800 with the change. Oh gosh, they're getting so expensive. Don't they know that the price of wood now is damn near like impossible?
Here's the camera bots out, $369.99.
And
I think I misspoke earlier. I think I said $379, so it's $369.99.
you can share my screen right now.
I could.
You could, because there's the same thing right there, but that's 9.
That's the 9. And what's the price tag on that now?
Get the new Hero 9 Black for $349.98, but with a 1-year subscription to GoPro.
Yeah.
But it's still $349, and if you go to Costco, it's damn near $349 for the GoPro Hero 9, something like that, $360, something like that. It's in that same range. And that's the difficult thing about that. I just their timing is horrible. I think I think it's probably the greatest camera ever, but that's to me a little bit that's hard for me to stomach, you know. And then I can put the footage up from the DJI, cameras, and I'm a massive fan of DJI camera quality. I am a GoPro fan too, but I haven't. The price has always been right with DJI. I've got the Pocket 2, which is nice. That thing I pretty much can't screw up. I still got the GoPro 6 that I got mounted on Mr. Croc, but that's going to be gone very soon. So, howdy from San Antonio, Lee Bezzing.
Well, howdy, Blee. So, the real amazing thing on this is, though, the one thing that I did manage to do,
Well, it's
and
like
this is where we get on the quad side of things. Come on.
it's got the weight advantage for dang sure.
There is the Gap RC Smart 35.
Look at the stack there.
We remember Emax coming out was a Baby Hawk 2 HD, a 3.5 inch
Yep.
quad. Here is Gap RC's answer to that. This is a 3.5 inch quad.
Oh my God.
And
I love that.
It actually uses the
I'm
same
in love.
as the Baby Hawk 2. The thing that I don't like about it is the camera, because it comes with the Nano V2.
Why do they freaking do that? Why do they freaking shoot themselves in the freaking face after they do something so awesome?
But check this out.
Yep, I see that.
That's what's the naked.
236 grams.
That's what's the naked camera, naked GoPro 8, the 650 4S battery, and we're under 250 grams. The only thing that they screwed up on is put the wrong FPV camera on it.
All they got to do
Nebular.
All they got to do is put a Nebula Pro on that, and they've got a freaking slam dunk winner. Why do they do that? Who makes the decisions for these guys? They obviously don't call me.
Well,
You can swap it out, Kai. Ben says you can swap it
The
out.
problem is we had a shortage of pro cameras for a while.
Yeah.
And I don't think CADX was going to commit to the pro camera with these guys because they're selling themselves.
I got to write down all these notes now.
Ben thinks it's a safe weight, but I mean, you got 14 grams to play with here. So there's no 14 gram difference between the Nano and the pro camera. It's more like 2 grams. But yeah, if this is correct, 236 grams, you probably can put a 700 milliamp battery on this thing.
I might see a Flywoo long range jump going out to the mailbox here pretty soon. there's a couple. I was very disappointed with the Flywoo long range this weekend. So
What happened was your fly with long range this weekend.
it didn't fly with my 3S battery. Didn't like it. And you know it doesn't like it. It's the motors freaking don't like it. But if you
Well,
stick that 3S on my diatone, obviously it's not made for that. It's made to cruise, like you said. But I don't like it when I got to go past like 3/4 throttle just to get it to lift off the freaking ground.
well, and this is where the quest for low KV motors for these 4-inch long range kind of bites you in the butt.
Yep.
Because before the whole craze started, the low end for 1404 motor was 3,800 kV. Now we've got the Explorer, and they dropped it down to 2,850, 2,900, 3,000 kV, depending on what manufacturer you have.
Yep.
So I'm kind of playing with batteries right now too, because I actually changed. Let me take this off.
My diatone flies with that 3S battery like a champ. And I fly them back to back, and it's like night and day. It's really disappointing. And I know all I got to do is put a 4S battery on the Flywoo, and it solves the problem. So but I want less is more. Remember, we're going down. It's kind of like 2S, for the toothpicks are now kind of coming in style, and now we're down to 1S, for long range, and we're saving power, money. We're saving all kinds of weight, and it's
now,
just
Trapper Johnson in the house. Webco Local 1. So I'm gonna share this little pic here real quick, in case you haven't seen our background yet for tonight. But I actually changed out the motors. This is the 3-inch version of the Beetle, and I changed out the motors. Went from 1404 down to 1206. But I've upped the KV.
Those will fly with the 3S battery.
Yeah, they will fly with the 3S. Well, this is a 4,500 kV, where the diatone that you have was 1206 is 3,600 kV. So,
ripping around with a 3S, with a big heavy 3S pack, that wasn't too bad. Then I had that big, I had the big SMO camera on there, and I had way more dexterity. I could get, out of trouble quicker. And then I switched over, and then I flew Flywoo. I still had fun with the Flywoo. I just stayed low, and I was just going around things and trying to get through spaces. And then the third quad I flew, was DJI FPV. And after you fly those 2 3S quads and you jump to a 6S, it's kind of like, sitting in a hot tub and then jumping into cold water really quick, because everything increases, with 6S that much faster. It almost made it seem like.
I don't know about you, but if I'm coming out of a hot tub, jumping in cold water, nothing increases. It's more like decrease.
Oh, I just thought it was an interesting experiment. It was quite interesting. I definitely learned what I liked in just those 3 flights. I'm like, gosh, that was irritating. But you already tried that. I remember you making that comment when you put the 3S on. Was your Beetle, your earlier Beetle?
Yep.
Yeah. And you said it was like a dog, and it barely lifted off the ground, and you're afraid to fly it. And that's kind of what I went through. It's just not made for that. It needs the extra.
I find it interesting because I fly the Explorer was the 3S lithium ion batteries, and it flies just fine. It cruises all day long.
Well, it'll cruise, but it's not gonna get you out of trouble. You get into trouble and you want to lift out of that trouble quick, it ain't gonna lift you out of it. You're screwed. You're gonna go. You better you better be able to snake through it. You're not gonna be able to whip, get some altitude and get out of it.
No.
It's just I was doing the wrong things with the wrong quad, they're, you're going to run into that. I like zippier quads. I think that's what everybody gets into is once you've been into the 6S, it's hard. You get that extra hang time and then you throw a LiPo battery back on it and it changes your life again. If I just threw a little LiPo on both of those, like a 850 or a 1000, now I'm back in business again,
Well, I don't mind flying the Explorer on the 3S because it's a nice cruiser, but no, again, where I was flying at the park, there's no big obstacles of any type.
With the diatone, what happened? I think I was getting overheating issues because about 3 minutes into the flight, it starts to go beep 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 beep, and that's about the only thing. And it doesn't do that with the long range. I think it's heating up. I have to look at what the freaking warning is because
did you fly it on a LiPo or on a lithium ion?
Lithium ion, both of them.
It's probably too much weight.
Yeah, I was starting to go beep 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 beep. Well, for the
what went beep beep
diatone,
beep?
The diatone, I don't know. The diatone starts to beep, and I don't know what the freaking is beeping for because I'm too busy flying. I'm just like, what's this beeping all about?
You need a setup. You need a setup where you get the error message in your goggles.
Well, I need to look at my readout because I'm just ignoring the beeping is what I'm doing. But actually the beeping is coming from the quad.
Yeah, well, if the quad starts beeping, obviously there's an error of some type, and you can set it up to where it'll display the error where normally the craft name appears in the DJI goggles. There's a workaround for that. Normally we can't see the warnings, but with DJI, there's a back door where you can have the warnings displayed as craft name.
Web Local says, you like to jam the left stick and go straight up like a UFO. Yeah, kind of. Doesn't everybody?
I only do that when I have a chance to give Chris Hope a heart attack.
Yeah, that's the truth, though. You just said it exactly like I was thinking it. Who doesn't like to jam the stick and go like a UFO? I need to get some lighter batteries for my mood. If I go in with a mood where I just want to I don't want to just cruise. I want to just rip it. I need to have, I didn't have any charged for that. I just had those 2 3S LiPos because they're always sitting there charged. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go fly them both today. But I had all Lion batteries. I mean, not LiPos. I mean,
well, the Lions don't have enough for acro flight. Anyhow,
well, it does with that diatone, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, until you burn up your motors. Because you're ignoring the error messages.
Yeah, I'm ignoring the error messages, but it was fun. Oh man! Then I throw the 3. I still have those.
I see the video already. This thing is beeping. I don't know why, but I'm going to keep flying. And then in the last frame, you see. Now I know why. It's just as the diatone goes face first into the rocks. And then next stream, we're going to see somebody with big old crocodile tears. I crashed my diatone. I don't know why.
I had my camera ready just in case. If I had to go hunting for it. It was getting dark.
And Banty, I have not set that up yet in the goggles. Was the error messages? I think one of them actually already does it, and that's purely by accident. But I'm gonna have to sit down and figure that out. For those that slept completely on the rock last Saturday, we had to cancel our meetup because of weather. You know, weatherman said the rain was going to stop way before 5 o'clock. Well, it never did. Sunday turned out pretty decent, but it was all a muddy mess. So I'm like, yeah, I had other stuff I need to be doing anyway.
One of the things I wanted to definitely talk about, so I don't forget, was bind and fly kits, analog bind and fly kits.
That is actually on my list, next on my list here.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm reading your mind. I'm definitely.
Is that why you're blushing?
I'm definitely, and I'm definitely the only reason why I'm interested in it is we're getting smaller and smaller. The digital technology is not up to speed with smaller, so you're almost forced to go analog. So to a certain point, so we got a lot of kits available.
Flywoo, not to be outdone by Eosheen on that Shadow fan, now has a couple of ready to fly kits too. They've got it with the Firefly Hex Nano. You got the Explorer Long Range Analog. And what's different? Here's another Firefly Hex. Anyway, these kits, let's just pull this one up. These kits are actually pretty decent. It comes with the Jumper T-Lite controller, which is a darn good controller for a starter. It comes with the Sky Zone, what's that? Cobra X Diversity. These goggles, let's pull over here, actually have a regular module like you have in the other goggles, like in the FetchArt goggles. It has a regular FetchArt goggle type module sitting on the top here. So you could actually take that module out and then replace it with your TBS Fusion or your what's the immersion IC one? I can't think of it right now.
It'll fit in that same spot there.
It'll fit in that same spot.
Oh, cool.
And these guys actually also have an HDMI in. So if you want to use this for going digital, or if you want to do sim work and hook this into your computer, you can.
I'm very, very serious about getting something like this, especially the TBS Crossfire version. And then for like a benefit, for just like extra excitement for me, I also get this little bad boy right here. This little puppy. Look at that. Oh, look at how cute that is. That is the freaking cutest little freaking hex I've ever seen. And I can't believe I actually said it's, look at that. And then, like I said, I get a TBS module.
That's actually a wrong module for that controller.
It's what?
That's actually a wrong module for that controller.
It's the wrong one.
Yep.
They just put the wrong thing in their picture.
They probably put the wrong thing in their picture. I'm assuming.
But you were saying that what was the drawback to this controller? You were saying
the only thing was the jumper. It runs on a single 18650 battery.
Ah, that's right. I remember that now. It's just,
and if you put a module like the TBS Nano module and you crank that all the way to 1 watt, it's not going to last long enough for a flight. So
that's not good.
I mean, you don't have to crank it up to 1 watt to begin with. If you set for 250 milliwatt, you'd be fine.
Let's see. I'm flying at about 700 watts right now. But it just depends.
Yeah,
Am I going to make it?
700 milliwatts at 2.4 gigahertz. This is 950 megahertz. 250 milliwatt gets you twice as far as the 700 milliwatt on
Okay.
2.4.
I'm just saying, because like this weekend, I am really going out. I'm not saying this officially. There's a guy that looks like me that's flying, and I've seen him get way out more than 2 miles, flying over like lava and stuff like that. And I got video of that guy. He freaking shared it with me, and it's freaking amazing to get that far out and be able to just it's like wing flying. Not that I would take this puppy out that far, but crap, if I could, I might. That guy might do it. So anyway, it's just fun, huh? You gotta love that stuff. I don't know if I'd like the goggles because they look kind of crappy, but they just look crappy. But I've worn box goggles before, and
They're actually
as long as they will focus, I'm good. If I can get them focused, I'll be happy. So, and then I'll end up buying freaking goggles that cost, crap. You can buy a pair of goggles for what that, for what this whole set costs right here. So, but remember, I got to remember the purpose of what I'm doing here. It's to get me into the small quads. I'd probably be flying maybe 250 to 400 milliwatts, and be just happy.
Well, those goggles actually have a 1280 by 720 resolution. They have a rapid mix diversity receiver.
Yep.
LCD screen, 50-degree field of view. Runs on a single 18650 cell. Has a DVR built into it. Has a head tracker built into it.
Wow. That has all the stuff you want.
It has all the bells and whistles, but it is still a box goggle.
Right.
So, even though it's pretty compact for a box goggle, probably about the size of the Fat Shark Scout box goggle. Which the Fat Shark Scout is not a bad box goggle, but
that's some good shiz.
Here we go.
I'm just looking into the price comparison.
$230. If you just try to buy the goggle by itself.
Just the goggles? Yeah, you were saying that those are the ones that have have really good adjustable. That's running on a single 18650.
Yep. But it's only receiving. It's not transmitting.
Right. It's not it's not pumping out the power.
Now there's two versions of it. There's a Cobra S and there's a Cobra X. The S, I wouldn't touch the S. The Cobra X, and that's the one that they're advertising was the kit.
Right. Does it come in both black or white? Or do you have to get it in black? I didn't see that on the kit.
I think there.
Let me look on the kit here.
I think the X is black and the S is the white one.
Okay.
So I'm thinking you can only buy it as a and black. The X, I think, only comes in black. But no, it's a decent goggle.
Let's see. You can buy 2 batteries. Let's see. 450 radio. It's
2 batteries. That's 2250 to the.
Well, what I would do with those goggles. Well, it has its own. It's got its own internal battery. I would still.
What's nice is the goggles and your controller all use the same batteries, so you just grab a couple of charged 18650s with you when you go, and you good to go. Now, get the. Do you have any more of the VTC6 batteries laying around?
No, I would just buy them. They're freaking take 2 weeks, and I'd have them sitting in my mailbox. Actually, it was less than that. It was like 7 days.
Buy about 4 of those, and you can do whatever you want to do.
I have to buy. They sell a little charging tray for those that you can plug into your balance charger.
Albert Kim is actually the X Lite controller, jumper or T Lite controller, little jumper T Lite controller. Albert Kim is actually using that for his daily driver now. He likes the gimbals on it that much.
Wow.
There's some, shortcomings, but he loves the gimbals to the point where he don't care about whatever shortcomings that controller has. And I mean, at $65.
Yeah, you get 2 batteries. Let's see, 2 batteries. What are they charging us for that? $10 a piece almost. And they're
Well,
getting
those are VTC 6L, so
yeah. All right, they're working good. Let's see.
they're $11.25 a piece for the batteries.
Oh, and then you got to buy your antennas. It probably comes with those single pole single pole antennas there. Let's see.
Again, starting out, that's not an issue because you're not going out that far.
Right. Well, like I said, my goal for that is I talk about, having available time to fly, and the big thing is taking like a toothpick and just ripping it around your house, like a lot of guys are doing. That's how they get better, because you can always do that, and you can always have your batteries charging, and you can do it until your wife goes, hey, get in here, we got stuff to do, and you're like, all right, I got one more pack, and then you're sitting right there, and you're not causing any trouble. You just fly around the house.
One more pack and see how the wife reacts to that.
Yeah. That's why I'm looking at it. And then I can fly more. I need more stick time. I'm trying to figure out how am I going to get more stick time? And it doesn't matter what you fly to get stick time. It really doesn't. I don't care what anybody says.
Same thing she said. She needed more stick time.
No, I'm trying to be serious now and like have regular conversation, and look at Kai. He freaking is screwing things up. Try to be funny, man.
Well,
oh man, come on.
Stick time 3 times. I just, at some point I just can't hold back anymore.
Talking about stick time on the Tuesday stream. Come on. There's children watching the Tuesday stream. A lot of kids that have never been home are.
Yeah, Chris, plug your ears. Not you, Sunrise.
Uh-oh.
I think he's the youngest one on the chat.
Oh man. Let's see. I got a thing with sound effects in it.
Oh good Lord, here we go.
Well, there's something else. I just want to see if this.
Talk about my bad jokes, and here you go with your sound effects.
Can you hear that?
What's that? Ducks?
Yeah, it's mechanical ducks. Those games when you're at the arcade and the little ducks are going in circles? This is the sound that they put for those ducks.
Okay.
Arcade duck. I can't.
And we need to listen to that because
you started it. You took the freaking cap off the freaking fun meter, and there we go. Now we're going crazy. All right.
I don't have to go crazy. I already am.
That's why I had my golf course sounds ready to go. So, because they're so appropriate.
What the heck? Have you been drinking already? Yeah, that don't look like beer though.
I wish I was Scottish. I would be the greatest Scotsman.
The only reason you want to be Scottish.
Talk about drones. Did I just blow your ears off?
Yeah.
They're talking about drones now. Here we go. I could be the Mad Scotsman so easy.
You mad, all right.
Ah. It looks like I shouldn't have taken out my beer. Ben, there's those mallards. I don't know, Ben. Sounds like the little yellow things that swim around the little arcades. You know, do you ever dip for ducks back when you were little? You go to the arcade and you dip out, and then they look at the number, and then you get the prize, and every number gives you the smallest prize. All right.
You mean like Dave and Buster's, where you got to have 500,000 tickets for a pencil sharpener?
Yeah. Okay, we've got a couple more bind and fly kits out there. We've got another one. I think the other one has a better controller. The other one you were telling me is where was that one? Was that, let's see, was that we're supposed to be ready with this stuff. It's not beta FPV. I don't think. Let's see. Maybe it was beta FPV. Yeah. Yep. No, that's not it. That's just a Whoop kit. It's just another kit I got up here. This is just a, no, I wouldn't even put that one on my list. It's basically like Emacs. It's nothing fancy. I got that controller sitting in my garage and I never use it. It's for the Meteor 65. So that's not it. But it's comparable to the Firefly Hex Nano kit. It's like that one. And it wasn't, I went to beta FPV because I was looking at the prices on the SMO camera, which are pretty low. Right now, that's kind of the camera just to whip around with. Light, easy to modify, pretty much can mount it to anything. It's kind of then you can stabilize the footage pretty good. I did 2 flights with the SMO and I didn't post either of those yet. I'm looking through it. There's I got some pretty good scenery, some stuff out of there. I think it was a little dark and I had an ND filter on. I probably should have just left the filter off. It was like really bright and then it would get dark. So the footage went from decent to grainy and you can't do that. You got to almost just leave you can't really filter it. Okay. So maybe it's Gep RC. Is that yeah, they've got a kit right here. They've got let's see. This is everybody's got their Tiny Go kits. But not everybody has ones with name brand gear, and that's the thing. Yeah, that's like way cheap. There's no way I'm getting that. That's like next to the oh boy, Emacs stuff. That ain't happening anytime in my lifetime. But I
got more and more of those regular fly kits coming out.
Right, and it's only going to get better. And I think the in for everybody that's looking to like expand themselves into this, where you can buy, the very inexpensive bind and fly, quads. They're they're $200 cheaper than anything else you're going to buy. You just take the air unit out of it or the Vista unit out, and it drops the price by a lot. And that's kind of the key. That's kind of the key.
Just a quick question: did you check your mail today?
No, I have not. Did it say something was delivered? My wife or my mother-in-law gets the mail, but I
don't know what's supposed to come.
I bet you it comes tomorrow. I think you asked me that last time because you probably mailed it out the same day. But no, I think we already got the mail. So here, I'm going to give you a case in point really quick. This is something I would fly in a second. So I'm going to let this thing, this is a get FPV. Here, let me just put this up here. And now this is the problem with digital. This is the exact problem I don't know. Some people don't call it a problem. Right there, this dolphin. It's a toothpick, but it's got a Caddx Vista in it. If you make the same thing without the Caddx Vista, it's $150. Even though that's, kind of cool, but it's $300, that's, you know, and with it, once you get your goggles and, you get your, say you got your fat sharks and you got your TBS system and, you're going to fly, you've got your, your control system figured out. You've got a lot of options after that. You can go with a lot of different things. You can get yourself a module and you can take your analog goggles and you can convert it to what? The digital, or I could take my digital goggles and convert it to analog, which we've talked about. But I don't know which way to go. I want it standalone, whatever it is. Is this the Dolphin? No, this is the Ripper. I think, yeah. Anyway, there's always a version of it that's not, let's see, let's see.
So that's your receiver. That has nothing to do with your VGA.
Right. I'm looking for right here. X-Night. This is a 4-inch. What's that? That's a 3-inch. That's a 4-inch here. Okay, here's the 4-inch right here. And there, this is your, it's like, it's $189. There you go. Because it's not digital. So
yeah, but if you want to add, I mean, you're paying for the digital. That's just all there is to
it. Right. And it's cool.
The digitals are so popular right now that they can charge that money, and they're going to.
Yeah, and I mean, I think this number here hurts your brain. Because $300, you're like, okay, oh man, it's like I can almost buy a Mavic Mini for that now.
Yeah, and that's really going apples to oranges if you.
Right, but you're looking at cost, and I would like to have, 2 options for every one option of digital that comes out. Just because, remember, what's my goal? My goal is to practice, is to have more stick time. Here, I'm going to get out of here. And that's kind of my point, is I want to increase my stick time. That's what he said. Okay. And not have to, because once you get your digital systems or your analog system kind of set in stone, I think, it's just like what I got now. I mean, you can reuse it and you can reuse it and reuse it. I mean, right now I can go to the flight field right now and I got 2 sets of goggles, digital goggles. And if I'm flying, if I'm flying the FPV or I'm flying I could probably get away with both. If it was done right, I could have 1 set of goggles and I could sell my other ones and buy an analog set, right? Or I could take my V1s and put a module on it, which you keep telling me to do.
Well, you can put just a module on your DJI goggles.
But the module is, $180 for a TBS module. $150.
TBS module about 110, 120, depending where you get it from.
And the housing.
Then you got to have the housing and the antennas on top of that.
And the antennas, yeah. So you're now back to $300.
But here's the other ray flight kit.
Oh, there we go. That's it. That's one that we looked at.
That's the E-Machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And going from the E-Machine to the Flywoo.
Yeah, you showed me the E-Machine. Here, let me look. Let me go into. I got to see that here up close here. What's the kit called?
Novice 4.
Novice
4.
A lot of people are kind of thinking what I'm thinking. I think that a lot of people are kind of, now that they've got, say you just have your DJI FPV and you didn't sell it, you're not one of those people that just gave up and you're still trying to get better. This is not the way to go. Let me show you what not to do. And this may be something, I don't know, maybe you'll have a different opinion on this. There, let me see here. Oh, where in the heck is there? Right here. It's this thing. Come on here. That's the Novice 2. Yeah, this is the.
You want the Novice 4?
Yeah, because this is the Novice 2. You see this controller right here? That fly sky. I got that controller.
Can't see anything because you're not sharing.
Holy! I thought I was sharing it, Kai. There, now I'm sharing it. There we go. This thing right here, because this controller, actually, the gimbals on it aren't too bad, but the controllers, it's the cheapest controller you can buy. It's like $30, and it'll fly about 500 feet. So, yeah, probably more than that. Probably get 1,000 feet out of it. And it's hard to program, and it's it's just not the way to go. But if your goal is to be inexpensive and you want to fly more, and so you get these crap. I don't know what these goggles have on it. There's a lot of buttons. That's all I can see, and I think none of them say DVR on them. So anyway, that's a version, but I wouldn't get that. I would spend a bunch of extra money. And what's this one? Did you see this one, Kai? This controller here? Hold on here. It's loading. Remember, I got to shovel some more coal. And there we go. That controller right there? That's kind of cool.
That looks like a knockoff of the original Tango.
Yeah. You can see there's no antennas unless there's a flip-up antenna on there. Once again, I can't see it. I have to look at, let's see, 5.8 gig is not diversity. Let's see. ER8 transmitters, so it's only a one-shot deal. So that's why you got to kind of go big or go home. And
well, you can have the ESG Novice kit for $420, or you can have the Explorer Long Range with the nicer goggles and the nicer controller for $475. It'd be worth the extra $55 to go to the Flywoo kit.
Yeah. So I just wanted to look at the controller here. That's a TX12, so you got, let's see, 2X battery version.
That is a 2.
This I think comes with the antennas too. I think it comes with those.
It comes with the antennas, and the front of it pulls out for focusing.
Looks like this one comes with 2 batteries, which is nice.
With 2 batteries or 4 batteries.
Cheap charger. You see that little blue thing right back there?
Yep.
That's like that's not like mine. Mine's better than that one.
Not by much.
Not by much, no. I broke a strap today. Yesterday. That's how hard I was flying that freaking Flywoo. I came in the land and freaking flipped up and down. Freaking battery just popped right off that strap. That's a freaking Kevlar strap. But yeah, so for $400, I mean, you can fly a bunch of different things. That's the whole purpose.
Go for the four battery version.
They got let's see here. 2X. Oh, there you go. There's the 4 battery version. They got a picture of that with 4 batteries? No, they don't even have that. They don't want to show you that. But always a little kit. Hey, look at that. If it comes with that little bag.
Yeah.
There you go. Holy crap, man. That's set up nice. Let's see, 124 grams without the battery. Okay, 124 with 80-gram battery. So
no, they got what batteries? They got 1,100 milliamp batteries. What's these things?
Let's see. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you up here, but I'm sure it tells
down
you
in the description.
There's a freaking description button on this son of a freaking bee. Down here. Here we go. Let's see. Batteries.
1,100 milliamp 50C, weigh 90 grams.
There you go. 15.2. So they're the high voltage batteries. 90 grams. Yeah, so those are 90. So yeah, so it's 200 and 210, 215. What'd you say? 215. It's under 250.
Oh, yeah, you might have enough room to put a SMO camera on that.
And you probably could play this video here of my favorite Andy RC flew it, and he'll tell you all about it. So there you go. You might have to ask Andy RC because I don't think I'm going that way. I think I'm going if I do go the route, I think I'd go the Firefly route. I think I'd go this route right here. And the reason why I'm going this way is because of that. More power. More power. But this thing here it would be my problem. Then like Kai would tell me, he'd go like, well, you could sell that and you could buy a real man's, transmitter.
No,
And
but the jumper is a decent radio.
yeah.
You just got to know its limitations.
Yeah. Like I said, it's got the electronics. It's made to be small and it's made to just
It's made to be small, it's made to be inexpensive, but it does have Hall gimbals in that thing. So the gimbals on this thing are already better than what they are in the DJI.
Right. Yep. It's got the good
radio.
gimbals. Yep. Yes, sir.
So
anyway,
there's plenty of YouTube tutorials how to fix the little shortcomings on this thing, i.e. battery mod, and get a mod done for the module to shut off, because right now the power supply on the module on the back, it's on continuously. Even if you shut it off, you got to pull the module off or it'll drain the battery over time.
So it doesn't have a little switch on it that you could just switch off, which would be...
Well, you have a switch on the radio and you switch the radio off, but the power that goes to the module comes straight off the battery and doesn't go through any switch.
Okay.
So right now, the way it stands right now, you have to pull the module off for it to quit drawing on the battery. It doesn't drain that much, but I mean,
we can't see it. Sorry, Lee. That was a while ago. All right. Well, anyway, I think the bind and fly kit idea is definitely. I mean, it's not a new thing. Okay, guys, we're not talking about groundbreaking ideas. These bind and fly kits have been around forever. As long as I've been looking at quads and drones, I mean,
the difference is now they're putting out kits that are actually worthwhile and somewhat future proof. You're going to be able to recycle the goggles. You're going to be able to recycle the controller and use that radio with other quads. You're going to be able to use the goggles with other quads. If you don't think the module in is any good, you can replace it with a better module.
Right.
Rapid fire module. There, finally.
Rapid fire. Come on. That what somebody finally said. So yeah, I think, like I said, I never thought I would go this way in my brain, especially after, sitting I got gear sitting there downstairs. I do have analog gear downstairs, but it's just toy junk. And I'm sick of junk. And I think that's what everybody gets to the point of. They're sick of, playing with things that break easily, and then everybody out there that's building right now is creating durable. They're creating things that fly longer. So it's not this 2.5 middle thing. And then your freaking, little tiny 1S battery is fried for the day. You're constantly charging batteries. You're getting a dang near on some of these little mini micro quads. You're getting, almost 4 or 5 minutes, and some are 8 minutes when they go to the 2S versions.
And then I got this just now.
Here, let me turn this off here. Oh yes. Oh, we got the
got another air unit, full blown air unit. Don't know what I'm going to stick that on yet, but I'll think of something.
That's how it all began, right there. That air unit, right there. There's not much you can't put that on.
Well, there's the other half of what it started out with. But right now, I've got the air unit off of this one mounted onto this one.
Want to make that picture bigger so we can see
Here's the thing. What I'm doing with this here. Hold on.
Yeah, we want to see that.
Let me do this. There we go. So there's the 2.5 inch beetle, and here's the 3 inch beetle. And if you look,
3-inch beetle with
the 3 inch beetle, there's a screw there. There's another screw right there. And that screw right there. That screw right there. Those 3 screws pulls off the top, the air unit, and the shelf it's sitting on, and the camera and everything that goes with it. You can, and antennas and everything, you can just pull all that off and flop it into this little dude, tighten the same 3 screws, and you flying was your 2.5 inch beetle rather than was a 3 inch beetle.
Very nice.
So
more bigger props.
That's what I'm trying to do is get as much use out of these air units where I can swap them over quickly.
Right. For future builds. Yeah, I have 2 air units. That's what Pen says. Yeah.
And then this came in this week. A little TKS frame. It'll get some 802 motors on it, probably 411 flight controller all in one, and pop a little canopy on it, little VTX, and we'll have a little indoor fly.
You're going to put what you need to do is design a little tiny, kind of like what I call him, jitterbug.
Shutterbug.
Twitter bug, what?
Shutterbug.
Twitter bugs. I sound like I'm like 75. What is it? Jitterbug?
Shutterbug.
Shutter what? But
Shut the hell up.
He creates all his own TPU like guards and things, which is kind of cool. So instead of having the giant like rounds, all encompassing, encompassing, if you're on your prop guards, you just protect the edges, drop that weight down, or even like a little semicircle. I haven't seen that. I guess you'd have to go up, like a little semicircle, kind of like you cut this thing and you just take the very edge. I've seen those too, where you just reduce the weight. And just not make them go out as far. I mean, some of them though, crap. It's like a giant feeler.
Actually,
Chinese star drone.
It's not a Chinese star drone. This is actually made in the USA. Jack's 3D printing.
We're going to call that the communist flyer.
It's called the Star Lord. Okay, get it
The
straight.
Star Lord.
They call it the Star Lord. Yeah.
Get yourself a frame. You can have Star Wars, huh?
That'll be, well, it'll be a fun little build. Well, I did order that UAV UZ80 thing. Oh man.
Is there getting back? Is there a Firefly? I'll look for the Firefly Hex to see if anybody's got that. Has anybody tested out that little system? I think they have, right? They just didn't use the goggles. Is that the one I saw? Maybe, yeah. Yeah. It's like people that test these things out won't use the goggles. Anyway, here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's the one that I actually ordered, and I saw a couple reviews on it, so I'm gonna give it a try.
$95.
Actually, they had a coupon off it, and was shipping and everything. I ended up paying like $90 for this thing.
And you can literally just, there's people you can tear that thing apart if you want to. Look at how long the wires are.
I can yank everything off of this and transplant it over to this thing.
It's got the single nut props there too.
There's no nut at all. It's slip fit.
Oh, those are slip on. Okay, slip tight. It looks like a nut from
Press
here.
fit.
Press fit. Do you on the press fit props? I've heard of people using like super glue or something.
Dental floss.
Dental floss. Does it act like that? Does it act like a stickum in a way? Dental floss.
You just put a little dental floss over the top of the post and then push it on. Give it some extra friction.
Okay. So I'd be let's see, would be interested in seeing the video quality on that. Oh, on the one you just showed on the.
Yeah, I mean that's analog, so there's not going to be a whole lot of quality, but there's going to be some I can buzz around in my apartment.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want more flight time. Kai can't go outside. He's got to be under stuff. What we need to do is if Kai, do you have carports? You just got to stay under the carports, and you just can't hit anybody's cars.
Yeah.
Oh, does a tree count as an overhead if you're under the trees?
Well, technically, I've got a 50-foot ceiling where I live, but
yeah,
straight across from my apartment is a big detention pond, which right now holds a fair amount of water.
Yeah,
and then I've got that big drainage ditch where I flew when I parked my wing inside on the side of the water tower.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a big drainage ditch, and with all the rain we've been having, I'm not going to jump in that mud hole. So there's not really there's no location for me to fly, and I'm too close to a military Air Force base that it's just not a good combination here. And the place
$1 billion jet sucks up mini quad.
The place I had that was somewhat close to my house to fly, the road that's going out there has been shut down. So I have to take like the long ways around now to get to it.
Yeah.
Because they're rebuilding the road.
Ben's worried about his wife. I worry about hitting her, even with the prop guard on. It'd still be fun though. That's great practice. It's buzzing around your house. It's great practice. I've never flown. I have flown in the house with like a phone, but I've never flown with goggles. I would definitely do that. I got a little bit of space that I could get around, open up some doors and fly up the stairs and down and around the ceiling fan and stuff like that. I got some space. Leave a door open.
I've done it where I opened my patio door and just flew out the patio door and straight out and around the tree and back in.
No, it's the big thing is scuffing stuff up with the props. I would have a whoop. If I flew inside, I would fly with whoop guards for sure, just to protect the props. The only thing I had problem when I was flying the whoop I still have a whoop. I still have the one that it still works. I don't think I blew out. I'm trying to think if I wrecked a motor on that one. It's been a while since I should go fly that and just see if it works. I have the Tiny Hawk 1, the first Tiny Hawk, but the props kept flying off. I kept losing props. They just fly off. But I wasn't a very good pilot back then, and I was just hitting everything. Now I could easily fly around a small area pretty good. And I wasn't an acro. I think I finally went into acro, and I wasn't doing very well. But I got the Tiny Hawk 2, and I just need to I'd replace one of the motors. And I've been talking about that now for about 6 months now.
Well, um, we even have something way more important than any of this to announce.
Oh.
You know, because
Uh-oh.
unless y'all completely slept on a rock for the past week, somebody broke the 5,000K on the subscriber count.
Who's that?
Yeah, who would that be?
It's Go-Go Bird time.
So on Friday, we will, or Dad will announce the rules and regulations to go with the Go-Go Bird giveaway.
Yeah, we're going to be giving the Go-Go. I got 2 Go-Go Birds, actually. They just sent me another one. This one I'm going to fly again. I'm going to bring this indoors without Steve. I'm actually going to go to work and fly this one. I forgot I was going to do that today. I knew I forgot something today. I was going to bring this to work and fly it in the gym during lunch.
The Steve Slobber is a premium upgrade, Mr. Sunrise Water Media.
Yeah, that one back there has got an extra set of wings that I sent with it. It probably still flies with the Steve Slobber wings because he never tore them for as many times as he picked it out of the air. So it's got teeth marks in it, but I bought a brand new set of wings for it, and I'll be giving this one away too. I've also got the HS 110D that I also got to get. We got a lot of things. I've got another mini Mavic Mini Fakey E Sheen something or other. So we're gonna have a good summer. But this one we will announce next during my stream on Friday, and we'll give everybody the details how that's going down. We want it to be simple. We talked about it. We didn't want it to drag out for too long. So we're only figuring 1 week.
No, you're gonna have to watch, 2 months worth of our streams and give us a count of how many times I said, "Damn it, Dad."
Oh man, let me see if I can find my somewhere down here. I've got my comment picker. Anyway, it's around here somewhere.
And I don't know if Sunrise going to be eligible or not because he won too damn much already.
Well, there's not much we can do. We will be doing it live. So,
where is our favorite Bulgarian anyway?
Where's that Bulgarian freaking guy?
And it's not Ivan, it's Ivan.
Ivan.
Yeah, great. Yeah. I got lectured on that yesterday.
Ivan, really?
It's Ivan.
Let's see, where the heck? Anyway, I had a bookmark with it saved, and
we'll find it, but
I just gotta search it. I wanted to just find the one I had.
So I'm going to share this story real quick. So I went and got my haircut yesterday, and I may have mentioned it before, but the lady that cuts my hair, she is from Bulgaria. And while she's cutting my hair, she is telling me that she's going home end of next month to spend some time at home. So I just out of shits and giggles, I asked her, I said, "How close to Sofia are you going to be?" Well, she's like, "I live in Sofia." I'm like, "You have got to be kidding me." And
Sofia?
Ivan lives in Sofia, as we all know. And he actually sent me an address, well, a partial address anyway, because I'm still waiting for a zip code on that. Well, so I show her the address, and he's got the district that he lives in Sofia, and she's like, "That's my neighborhood." So I described to her, what we've seen on his video where he's flying off the balcony, flying over that soccer stadium. She's like, "Yep, I live on the outside that soccer stadium." So, you want to talk about a small world? Lady cutting my hair here in Texas is from the same neighborhood our dear designated Bulgarian is from.
Can you tell me that the world isn't small?
Oh, the world is extremely small.
To have that. Hey, Steve. Steve's hot. Oh man, he's been running.
When you run into people that you've known, from the other side of the world, and you meet them back here.
I've got to go feed Steve. That's why he came up here. Can you see his tail? He's telling me, he's like, Dad, it's 5:00 was dinner time and you didn't feed me yet. So my wife went to the cabinet store to go pick out some cabinets, but I know that there's a lady there that's like really, really like talkative. And the last time I was there, it took us like an hour once we met her to leave. And my wife's been
Only
gone.
an hour?
Yeah. Oh, it felt like an hour, but it probably was longer. So I did find my comment picker. So, all right. YouTube.
Next step is I'll pack up some stickers, hand them to her, and she'll gonna deliver them to him. I'm gonna save me the postage here.
So yeah.
I'm gonna make sure he gets the stickers. So if anybody else wants to contribute any other stickers, send them to me. Email me, LoneStarUAV@gmail.com. We'll figure this out. Send me the stickers and we'll. All right, Lee. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, Lee.
Take care. Lee had a little bit of bad luck this week.
What happened?
He went flying his DJI FPV.
Oh, no, not one of those stories.
At an event. And from what I understand, he landed it. But some yodel come running through and drop kicked.
What?
Quad. Not bad enough. He then goes over, the guy that did it, then goes over, picks it up, looks at it, shrugs his shoulders, drops it on the ground, and takes off running. And broke the front arm. It may or may he tries to avoid doing the DJI refresh on it. I got him to a place that has repair parts, which they're all on back order right now. So that's going to be fun for him to get parts for that thing. Or he's going to have to bite the bullet and pay the $260 for the refresh. So,
what's the story of the freaking that drop kicked his freaking drone?
Well, I don't know what the story is, but it sucks. It sucks big time.
That sucks. That's freaking. I don't understand why somebody would do something like that. That just makes zero sense. What the hell's wrong with people? I mean, it's just don't know.
And other housekeeping notes, if you haven't done so already, if you would please hit that like button.
Yes.
On both of our streams, if at all possible, we'd appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed, do subscribe because that's going to be important for the giveaway.
Yep, we will be doing a giveaway on my channel, and then we'll be doing a giveaway on Kai's channel. So I've got two of these puppies. One will go one way, one will go another way, and it'll be fun. So it won't be a crazy belabored giveaway. It will be there we go. I gotta at least make a freaking put a like on your freaking channel, Kai. I'm just gonna take the URL off here really quick and put it in my random comment picker that you guys won't see. All right. All right. Anyway.
And I'm going to have some Frankenstein builds coming up. I'm going to be building that UAV UZ-80 thingy. And if I don't like how that flies, then I will try it out with this frame. And then I will be building the massive Droner 3-inch as a 6S version. That's going to be a lot of fun. A 6S 3-inch quad. You want to go ripping stuff? You ain't paying attention.
I'm paying attention. I'm just freaking trying to figure something out. I got to stop figuring things out on your time.
No. And then I'm ordering the Baby Hawk body kit, and then we'll be making some happen with the Baby Hawk body. And now we have 2 manufacturers already that have 3.5-inch quads out. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the new gold standard for quads. We're going to get away from the 5 inches. We're going to go to the 3.5 inches because that's the only way to stay under the weight. Do we need a mod? Arizona Drone Dude. Here we go. Done and done. I thought he was already moderated, but here we go. We got
See you, big boss. That's your wife. Bye, Doc.
Go have dinner. We don't want to piss off Mama. Not tonight. Okay.
My dinner time's coming, and I told you Steve's is already passed, so he's just laying there right now waiting for me. He's being nice.
Well, I think it's about time for all of us to turn it in and get dinner going. So,
yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what dinner is for me tonight. I might be on my own.
Tune in on Friday for the giveaway.
Oh, 14 minutes ago. Oh my gosh. Better get going.
You in trouble?
Yep. It's barbecue too.
Yeah. That means we're all going to be going.
Yep.
Thank you all for stopping by, joining us. And we'll do a quick outro and we'll be gone.
Remember, see you Friday for the big Go-Go Bird giveaway. Rules and participation will be Friday.
Announced on Friday the rules for participating in the big bat giveaway. Steve Slovers included.
Dog slobber.
Yeah.
And I think it comes with 2 batteries, controller, everything you need. And it still flies in circles, even with Steve's slobber on it. So, all right.
All right, yeah.
So everybody, have a good, happy Tuesday and a good rest of the week.
And we'll see you all on Friday. Bye.